Whether it be my writing hustle or my creative collective, I always find myself drawn back to the question, have I told someone else's story or have I managed to share their perspective and present it in a creative manner? My first tip is to always remain highly aware of what skills you have and remain highly aware of the goals that you are trying to achieve with these skills so that you can track the development of these skills and train your strengths in a certain way to help achieve your goals. I have no doubt about everyone having different skill sets in different areas that they can tap onto, that people throughout the course of their lives have amassed an immense amount of skills and strengths that they don't recognize as bigger building blocks in their whole journey of creating something or even of starting something. So I would say that maybe if you want to track them, you can put them in a roadmap sort of thing, like how you would with different life events, and track the development of these skills in different projects, in different initiatives, and different movements. And you can see which skills helped you the most when you faced this weakness in this project or when you tried to work out this process in this other movement. I think that putting it in a sort of roadmap or a mind map sort of way, in a very visual way, will help you really see the process of developing that skill and how it is utilized in your life or in your venture. So that's my very first tip, which is to always be aware of the skills that you have in the context of achieving certain broader goals that you have. And my second tip is to actually be unafraid of the uncomfortable. So I've actually experienced some discomfort throughout my time as the founder of Carpe Bloom and also as a freelance journalist. One of the most uncomfortable things that I would say I had to deal with is having to prove myself above or beyond my age. Being one of the youngest editors at any conference or convention still gives me the chills. So once, upon realizing my age at 17, a company actually told, their employees that they wanted to put our team at the less important table. And they actually said the words less important table because there was this doubt about our age and about the type of work and content that we could produce. So that wasn't just an uncomfortable situation for us, but it was also for the fully grown adults sitting at the less important table. But ultimately, what my team did was that we still networked and we actually taught them a little bit about Singapore culture because they were from Italy, Finland, and China. And we actually, instead of just sitting there and sulking, we took the opportunity to talk to them about their lives, about the way that Italian publications lay out their work, about the type of language or the type of style that Finnish people tend to gravitate towards. So it ended up being a really useful opportunity for learning. So in conclusion, I feel that really what I want to drive home is that we don't need to be uncomfortable or remain uncomfortable in situations where we are forced to be in a position of discomfort or even in a position of awkwardness. Instead, make use of that scenario, make it into something that you can learn from, something that you can gain, because going home and retiring to the comfort of your bed or of your room to really sulk about it wouldn't have helped us then. But because we'd stayed, we'd actually had a mini little panic discussion in the bathroom. We came back out all, okay, you know what, we're gonna do this. We're just gonna make use of the fact that we're here with all these lovely people at the same table at us. We're gonna talk to them and really just learn from them. So that's my second tip. Be unafraid of uncomfortable situations because they could turn out to be immense learning opportunities. So my last tip is this: do not be afraid to share affirmation. So sometimes I've realized that what it takes to forge a really valuable and genuine connection and friendship with teammates and employees, or even just show how strongly you value someone else's work, is through that channel of consistent, genuine, and sincere affirmation to someone else. Now, I know that many people may not want to simply, just compliment someone else up front, and, there's that sense of shyness, or there's no reason to do this, or why now? Because ultimately it is something that requires you to say something else, conveying your heartfelt sincerity and genuine appreciation for what they've done or what they've been doing. For me, it comes naturally because I really love to hype people up, and genuine affirmation is something that has helped me kind of understand how to work with other people better. And I tend to give them that encouragement. Then they're able to share with me that actually, they may have been struggling with this or that, and that they would appreciate some more guidance or some more help in that area. So I think that it actually goes both ways. Even when you share affirmation, you don't have to get a static response, a typical thank you so much, or, even an affirmation back. What you can get sometimes is constructive criticism towards themselves, because you've made them feel at ease and comfortable with sharing, both their flaws and their strengths with you. And you know what? There's no timestamp for good news. So I think that it's really great to just practice giving positive and genuine affirmation to people who really matter to you, and who, are instrumental people that you understand are also growing alongside with you in this journey. Because I'm just gonna be upfront and say it, like, when you have people working with you or working for you, they're not just sharing a workspace with you, honey. What they're actually sharing with you is a vision. And we should all honor and be grateful for that.